Okay, today I want to read Genesis chapter 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land. So this is Abram's seed that will be in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. Now we the only people, the people of who they call Negroes, African Americans. We are the only people that has been brought to a land and afflicted for 400 years. And we still being afflicted. We still being afflicted. But we was afflicted to the point that we don't know who we are. We still saying we are Africans. And the people that doing all this philosophy is still saying that we are Africans, but we are not Africans. We went into Africa. We're like cousins because we are three brothers' children. You got Japhet, you got Ham, and you got Shem. And Ham is the ancestor of those who are in Africa. And we are the descendants of Shem. But you got someone that's taking our place. And wanna keep saying that we are anti-Shemitic, but we're not. We have a right to speak. They're trying to take our freedom of speech away from us. And what I want to say, black men, stop apologizing. Stop apologizing for nothing. Who are these people that you can't mention them? I mean, if you just mention them, somebody that is famous, just mention them. Then they want to say they anti-Shemitic, not Semitic. They want to say that they are anti-Semitic and want to cause problems. Want to treat grown men like they children. Want to start pulling all of their things, what they were I can't think of the name of what they do. Like Nike or some type of big name brand company. They want to start taking it away from them. Let them take it. Keep your self pride and stop apologizing for nothing. Just like the basketball player, the only thing he did was mention a link to a movie. He didn't create the movie. He just mentioned the link, and then they want to start pulling. Let them pull it. Stop being weak for stuff. Quit playing the basketball. If they want to stop you from playing, then stop playing. Get your own team. Create up a team. Be creative. Jamie Foxx, quit apologizing because of something that you mentioned Jesus. You said they killed Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Who is they? They talking about us. We the people that killed Jesus. Not them. They not the Jews of the Bible. They call themselves Jews, but they not the Jews of the Bible. The Jews of the Bible don't even know they the Jews. We not even living the life of the Jews. We still the stiff-necked people that God was talking about in the Old Testament. Stop worrying about the things of this world and worry about the things to come when you leave this body and your real self go somewhere. Live a life now that when you leave this body, that you'll go be with the Lord and not with Satan. Because this world is going to be burnt. Where you leave here you're not gonna be able to take it with you. If you live in a mansion now, you're not gonna live in that mansion. But they do have mansions in heaven that you can go to. You can live your life now and get one in heaven. They getting rich off of your talent. They not just being promoters or whatever they are for nothing. They getting paid and they getting rich because of your talent, not their own. And it's time for people to just stop apologizing when you ain't doing nothing. They call us all types of names. They treat us like we are nothing. They footed financially slavery. Have they apologized to you? They call us lazy. They call us no good. They call us everything but a child of God. But have anybody apologized to us? Have they apologized for them raping black women, killing and hanging black men and cutting off their penis, raping the half black children because the masters would even rape their own children? Have anybody apologized for that? What we had, what our ancestors, even what we live in, because they holding us, trying to hold us back. I have went and put in applications to never hear from anybody. Put in applications not to even hear a nothing, and put in more than one application in the same place to never hear from the job. I might need to take this off. I don't know what got me breaking out. Something to do. But anyway, you know, they so much wrong. And just like the news people, they're always showing, like when a black person commit a crime, they show our pictures. But when the white people show, they a lot of times they don't show their pictures. And that's why I always say they must have been white. Because they don't show their pictures. But they'll show ours. They'll show the black faces. And I'm not a prejudiced person, but I don't like people who are. And then the black people have created towns where just black people, and they were very prosperous. And then white people came and burnt it down. They don't want to tell our history, the true history, but how evil people had done black people. They don't want to tell that. Talking about it make them uncomfortable. But what you think we live in? What you think we have lived? We still living in uncomfortable. You got the men, the people that is rich. Look what they have to go through to get it. Look how the dirt that they have to do. Not all black people had to do it, but many of them that's in our face, that's on the TV, that's out here making the music and the movies and stuff. They got to bend over a couch. They get sprung in the behind. Our men, and then the women have to do the same, do all kind of stuff in order to make it in Hollywood. They putting our names on a blackball list saying that we are terrorists. We not no terrorists. It got the whole neighborhood destroying us. Our people that look like us destroying us because of the predicament they put the earth in. So it's time to stop apologizing because you don't have a reason to. They're not who they say they are. They're not the Jews of the Bible. They're not the Hebrewic Jews. They're not. They call themselves that, but the Bible say that they are the synagogue of Satan. There's no reason to apologize. They who are they that they can't be spoken of? We are the ones that should be saying that they are anti-Semitic because we are Shem's descendants. We are the ones, the stiff-necked people that God says stiff-necked, the ones that God say will will. Let me read it. And he said unto Abram, which is God, know of a surety that the seed, that thy seed, we are Abraham's seed, shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. That's us. We was a stranger in a land that wasn't ours. And shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. That is our ancestors that was afflicted. They were afflicted. So what are you apologizing for? I mean, really, what are you apologizing for, and who to? And it need to stop. It really need to stop. Stop apologizing for nothing. They ain't even nothing to be even have a problem with. There's no problem with saying they killed Jesus. What you think they'll do to you? They did kill Jesus because he allowed it. He could have stopped it. He could have stopped it all, but he did it because his father sent him. He was sent to give his life, to shed his blood, so that by his blood we can be forgiven of our sins. And the Father only looking at that blood. No animals, no goats, no sheep, no cows, no horses, no nothing. The only blood that the Father's seeing is the blood of the Son. And we don't worship no white man in our church. So y'all can stop telling that too, black people. You can stop saying that that we are worshiping a white man, because we don't worship no man, period. Our God is spirit. We worship a spirit, the spirit of the Most High God, the creator of this whole entire universe, every Milky Way, everywhere that's of this world that he created. That's who we worship. That's who we serve. Not no man on no picture. We don't even know that man. That ain't even Jesus on that picture. We don't worship him. He just a picture. And we don't worship that statue that the Pope got people bowing down, kissing a statue. That is idolatry. And to serve and to worship a picture, that's idolatry. So we're not of idolatry. That's not us. No matter what race person they put on a picture, neither one, whether they black, brown, or Chinese, that it don't matter. He not on no picture. Nobody knows how he look. That's not him. Who we worship, we can't see him. He's spirit. Unless he allow you to see him. So I just wanted to to put my 2 cents in what Jamie Foxx did, and because I couldn't understand what is he apologizing for. What is he apologizing? What I mean, quit letting somebody take your voice. We got a right to speak our mind. We're not saying nothing against nobody. And they who killed Jesus were the people, Jesus' people. They had Jesus killed, and the Romans. But it was the Jewish people who lied on Jesus. It was the Jewish people who gave up Jesus. It was the Jewish people who was complaining about Jesus, our people. So it's us that killed Jesus. They want to say something about it. Our people did it. And I ask for forgiveness for us. And that's what we need to do. Start asking for forgiveness for all the wrong that we've done as a people, as human beings. That's why we still suffering. Still suffering today. And it ain't got nothing to do with how much money you got. You can have $1 billion and you can still be suffering spiritually. Still be suffering spiritually. I'm gonna take this off. I got to go to the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. I don't even know where the thing is. But anyway, I said my mind. I don't regret it. I don't apologize. And everything that's coming out my mouth, I mean it. I mean everything I say. And if anybody don't like it, this oh well. This is my what's coming from me. This is what I believe. This is what I believe. And we need to stop apologizing when we ain't saying nothing. Nothing wrong. I mean, it ain't even nothing to be offended about. They offended because they know they're not who they say they are. That's why they get offended, because they don't want nobody to know the truth. But it's coming out. The truth is coming out. So I've said my piece and I'm through.